Hello, friends. Today I'm going to share a story turning the tables. One day, Tom, who was in desperate need of money, confided in his close friend James the reason behind his sudden requirement. Tom requested James to lend him 150,000 rupees and promised to return the amount after 3 months. Since James was wealthy, he could spare the money. Besides, he knew that Tom was honest and sincere in his dealings. So, without hesitation, James loaned the amount to Tom for 3 months. However, at the end of 3 months, Tom was unable to repay the loan as promised. So, he requested James to give him another month's time to arrange for the money. But before Tom could realize it, another month had elapsed and he was still unable to arrange the money to repay the loan. When he requested James for more time, not only did James refuse but also demanded that Tom repay the amount without further delay. In order to recover his money, James would frequently call Tom and harass him. In fact, James went a step further and began embracing Tom in public, angrily demanding his money in the presence of others. Distressed by James' behavior, Tom found it difficult to bear the humiliation he had to face in public. But finding himself in a helpless situation, Tom was left with no choice but to swallow his pride and endure the humiliation. As days passed by, Tom's taunt became even more acerbic. Though Tom genuinely wanted to repay the loan, he was unable to arrange the money, and because of this, Tom's reputation had taken a beating and was considerably tarnished. Finally, one day Tom decided that he had suffered enough humiliation and insults. He thought to himself, I will just have to find a solution to this problem. Otherwise, my reputation in this city will be totally tarnished. The moment he became resolute and made this firm decision, he came up with a plan. The same evening, he rushed to James' house and sincerely apologized for his inability to repay the loan on time. Tom also profusely expressed his gratitude to James for generosity and, in a grave tone, added, You know me well, I am not the kind of person who would cheat anyone. It is just that I am going through tough times and unable to repay you. But now I have finally managed to arrange it. Actually, in about a month from now, I shall get the 500,000 rupees due to me. Now, since you have been so kind and generous until now, please loan me another 50,000 rupees for a month. I'll repay the entire amount of 200,000 rupees to you by next month. Now, James had plenty of money to spare. Beside, the manner in which his friend had requested him for the extra money made it difficult for him to refuse Tom. So he promised Tom that he would lend him another 50,000 rupees. In a few days, relieved, Tom left James' house in a happy state of mind. However, James found himself in a temporary situation. He did not want to take the risk of lending another 50,000 rupees to his friend. So, even though he had promised to help his friend, he decided against giving him any more money. On the other hand, Tom had astutely turned the table on James. Every time they meet, Tom would not give him the opportunity to demand his money. Instead, he would ask James in a demanding tone, Hey, when are you giving me the 50,000 rupees you had promised? Soon he even began demanding the money from James in the presence of others. Now it was James' turn to feel embarrassed. Whenever Tom demanded the money, he would nastily reply, I'll give it soon. I'll make it quick exit. Happy that this had worked, Tom left no opportunity to pester James for the money. James, on the other hand, was flummoxed, unable to comprehend the sudden change in the situation. He was being humiliated by his friend who owed him money. Finally, one day, when he could not think of a way out of his embarrassing situation, James went to Tom's house early one morning and said, "Look, I am irritated by the manner in which you keep demanding 50,000 rupees whenever we meet." Tom immediately replied, But I am I doing something wrong? You had promised to lend me 50,000 rupees." At this, James said, "Actually, I had said it without meaning to honor it. I have no intentions of lending you an additional 50,000 rupees, but let us arrive a compromise today. You can return the money, 150,000 rupees, whenever you manage to arrive. I will not demand it, but please stop asking me for 50,000 rupees in public." Smiling triumphantly on hearing James' word, Tom heaved a huge sigh, relieved at the success of his tactic. Moral of the story: this is a real game of life. If your motive is good and your intentions are pure, you must learn to find these little solutions in order to survive. But bear in mind, this could be done only if your intentions are pure. Using this tactic with malign intentions will have an adverse effect. A wrong deed will remain so under all kind of circumstances.